Preface. Here's to misting you up for as long as you're breathing. Here's to pulling back the tap and then putting it back again. Here's to the absolute stain that it lay upon. Here's to white phosphorus and the mysteries of bleach.
Here's to neocon textual obscurity agents in Canton, Ohio. Here's to students we get in there popping a squat and begging for a cinia.
Yeah, here's to the reasons why the conference call ended. Here's to the stain that you watched form beneath me. Here's to the sorry the pagination keeps shifting that say /letter for you. Here's to the modulated foam that you spilled.
Here's to the crunch and the quick dream foamercial. And here's to the XI double powered commercialized cream.
Here's to your face, often copied and pasted. Here's to the glowing white staff of the CRS. Here's to filling up while I'm starving my baby. Here's to roping off its claws and swallowing them backward.
Here's to your taco and my digital meat. Here's to your blisters and the banality of reach.
Here's to the pink button on the chip of your sex drive. Here's to the alleyway I turned into, only to find 4 bollards hassling a Dalek, called Condor if it's a boy, and I had it in my head that Antler, Melt and I would really love it if you would agree to be the godmother to my anal prolapse if we fled without bearing to look.
Here's to the stuff that you left on my denim. Here's to exhaustion. We were missing.
Live free. Image. And powerful affairs of state venerate the greenhouse on the rack that gives up in flowers and splinters because you gave up in shit-flush shapes of flesh. She will die, barking and frigging. Freedom, give brutality waiting lemons. Help your hands, deep in cat feathers, to take it all in. A squat in Copenhagen, coffee brought on board, trusting joy could poke through decayed masks. He stayed up all night to find out, would it blind him? The heart's labor is the most alienated, so distant I invent for it to fake labor love. I think this poem is about how interesting and wonderful life is to Emily Dickinson. I also think Dickinson is saying how interesting it is to write poems about life. And over your heart I watch, like a Wikipedia page loved too much.
Love poem.
Here's to
Sartre blends ethics from the cum of some Saturns.
Here's to
I drive a Saturn on Saturn through some of them. Here's to old Zephyrmouth and his whistling, smoking. Here's to what about exclamation farts for the second love poem. Here's to Operation Costume Practice and the faux levitating. Here's to the application of latticework, leg stump, slap bass marking the diet to come.
Here's to should we choreograph our meeting to the tune of every ringtone, or just listen to each one and choose carefully. Here's to incurring a PR nightmare where my right wing and your right wing continue to flit. Will anyone fail to file your timesheet on time to take it for a spin, Justice?
Here's to Gay Pal's digital massage payment system. Here's to the powder that'll help make us feel us. Here's to the cloudscape we'll roll up on and under. Here's to the battle-different HXII handler that is you, oh fevered rabbit, which we hope does flush for us in addition to us flushing for it.
Here's to the Saken nodding data gloves we touched in with that in Copenhagen squat, and the Hector-Clotian probing into the poop deck before shuffling. Here's to you've got a bit smug and cinders smoke off puffs as rasp our eyes, stab her firmly into filter. The fuller she is snuffed, the deeper you are kind, but extend her something to inquire through skin to wither, less than kind, more than wise-ish.
Here's to an evening of lost Jack Goldstein loops projected from a platform mounted precariously on your vaginal wall. You ask, dudes, how much longer? Here's to crude decals and sophisticated fecals, mucus to mucus, nose to cunt. Here's to the thing we've been working on between us, now downloadable from tddh.t35.com, and here's to the destruction of everything except you and we, line dropped out of consideration for the unit.
Here's to the coal's evening gravity, as told to Jamelia by goggled Lucas. This was a moment witnessed in October 2006 by at least 5 of the above addresses. Here's how it goes.
Here's to the New Madrid fault because of A, its de-elevation of the top 7/8 of the Appalachians caused by serendipitous vibrations sent through astenosphere and shuriken burp from the subduction zone up to Mount Katahdin, where an interactive hologram of Joe wading anachronically into a latte in an ice cave at the peak with old Zeppelgriff doing this ritual of madness was tragic enough when it was just being beamed overseas by the equally faux-levitating Zen communist partygoers, but like Unreal Wind, B, rivers over that city, NOLA, and the entire old Mississippi Delta, fleshed out entire sports bottle of HXII, downed by parched Jamelia, thirst caused by tax on electrolytes incurred as conditions of teleportation from Hazard, Kentucky to the Calliope in the Delta Queen's Texas lounge mid-Aurora via real-time polypeptide-fueled circuit-bent spectra diode laser labs diode driver model number SDL800, which motivated the ooze XHII from pure Gatorade thanks to fork bomb hacked onto the blueprint of SDL800.n's recoherence toggle by live-free neocon textual obscurantists on board from the get-go who guessed rightly that the quickest way to HXII was electrolytic deconversion and so conditioned Jamelia since '89 to favor Gatorade when traveling. This produced a projectile, the Gatorade fueled by HXII, projectile froth from Jamelia's tongue onto the carpet, where the stain was de-emphasized by an absolute sublimation carpet tech, and the flash flood from the quake upgraded to tsunami when River washed over the Texas Queen and interacted with HXII molecules suspended over tricked-out lounge carpet in a vapor trap. And seeing this, 3 culturally significant Boeing reps, the Boeing reps who are culturally significant, jumped channel and opened port from Chicago to the Pentagon, suggesting thereby to the Joint Chiefs the possibility of HXLL.N laced directed energy ordnance for increasing the velocity of rainfall, used immediately in Operation Letdown, which carpeted not only Fallujah as a sequel to White Phosphorus, in which this time nobody got burnt up, just forcefully pelted, but Beirut and relevant sections of virtual China.